Hey everyone, this is Adrian from my channel Random Drop. If you like our content, make sure to subscribe. We're more than halfway to 1,000 subscribers. From there, this channel's quality and content can grow quite significantly, and I hope that you stick around. But anyway, let's get back to the video.
Borderlands 1 is set on the planet of Pandora, a wasteland planet filled with dangerous monsters and people. Legends speak of something called the Vault, hidden on Pandora, containing alien technology and infinite wealth, giving those who find it fame, power, and women. You play as Mordecai, Lilith, Roland, and Brick, set out on an adventure to find fortune as Vault Hunters. On the ride to Firestone Depot, you're contacted by a strange woman, stating she is here to help guide everyone to the vault. She suggests contacting a small robot named Claptrap to guide you to your next destination, Firestone. But when you arrive, it's been taken over by bandits. You follow Claptrap into the center of town and dispatch them. There, you meet Dr. Zed held up in his bunker. While clearing out skags, Claptrap is attacked by the bandit gang. Dr. Zed mentions that you most likely angered their leader, Nine Toes. The strange woman suggests helping the people of Firestone with their Nine Toes problem, as you may need their aid to find the vault. After working with the locals, you're informed that Nine Toes is hiding in Skag Gully. After you take him out, the strange woman confirms to you that the vault is indeed real. But be careful, as people will mislead and try to use you to find it. Back at Firestone, Dr. Zed congratulates you on taking out Nine Toes, but warns you that the real problem in the area is a bandit named Sledge. After working on odd jobs for the locals and gathering more information, you're led to Sledge's base. The woman warns you that Sledge has something you need, and you must get it back by any means necessary. After defeating Sledge, you find something called an Iridian artifact. The woman explains again that the vault is real, and this is one of the keys that opens it. On the way out, you're contacted by Commandant Steele. She says that Pandora is under the authority of the Atlas Corporation, and any Iridian artifacts found here are Atlas property. She gives you one warning to turn yourselves in and any information you've gathered. Back at Firestone, Dr. Zed congratulates you on taking out Sledge. He suggests you head to New Haven next, and says he'll put in a good word with their leader, Helen Pierce. After crossing the Dull Badlands and helping with the local bandit runner gang, you arrive in the central hub town of New Haven. There, Helena suggests you meet with a Patricia Tanis at her dig site. Tanis is happy you correctly identified a vault key and asks you to leave it with her to run some tests. While she does that, you should seek out Crazy Earl, who took a similar key from her a while back. After finding Crazy Earl and doing his odd jobs, he reveals that the key was taken from him by a bandit named Crom, who hides in a nearby canyon to the northeast. After defeating Crom and his goons, you find Tanis' key fragment stashed in his chest. The strange woman congratulates you on finding another key without her help, and warns you that others are starting to see their own opportunity. Once you bring the key to Tanis, she confirms that the two Iridian pieces do indeed fit together. She is also getting readings of another artifact somewhere in the Trash Coast, and suggests you look there. Marcus, the man who drove you to Firestone and the owner of the many vending machines on the planet, says you should keep an eye on Tanis, as there's something strange about her. There hasn't been any supply transports in years, and he sees no logs of her purchasing at any of his trade stations. She must be getting resupplied somehow. Once you reach the Trash Coast, the mysterious woman contacts you once more, telling you to prepare for the challenge ahead. With Tanis' readings and her warning, you're sure the Iridian key is up ahead. But on the way to the location, you are stopped by a giant rock hive beast guarding its lair. Inside its lair, you find an abandoned chest containing the next key fragment. After bringing the fragment to Tanis, she tells you to hunt down a man known as Baron Flint in the Salt Flats. He has the last key. As you make your way to the Salt Flats, you begin to be harassed by the Atlas Crimson Lance soldiers. After you find Flint and defeat him, you find his stashed treasure, and it's revealed that he never had a key fragment. Commandant Steele from Atlas contacts you and reveals that Tanis has joined their cause and betrayed you. sending you off to do her dirty work as she abandoned her dig site. Steele then commands the shutdown of the echo communication systems on the planet until further notice, cutting off the mysterious woman's ability to see you, but she can still contact you. She warns you that your window is closing, as the vault can only be opened every 200 years. You then go searching for Tannis, who is being held in an Atlas base, surrounded by guards. After ripping and tearing your way through them, Tannis claims she didn't intend to betray you. It was all Commandant Steele's idea. Afterwards, you help Tannis re-establish echo communications to the area. Then she warns you that Steele has left for the vault with your key. You make a mad dash after Steele, fighting through waves of battling Atlas soldiers and Iridian guardians, leading you to the top of a mountain and the vault's location. Your mysterious companion claims this is it, the reason she guided you here. She asks you to brace yourselves for the vault to open and that she believes in you.
Failed to listen to Commandant Steele. I've warned you time and again, yet you persist on ignoring my orders. The contents of the vault are rightfully the property of the Atlas Corporation. But you, you belong to me. Sergeant, get your team ready to go inside.
Don't give up. This creature may be immortal in its own realm, but in this reality, it cannot survive without a host. That makes it vulnerable. When it becomes flesh and blood, it can be hurt, even killed. You opened the vault! I'm sorry I couldn't warn you about what was in it. But for you to be there to stop it, it couldn't have unfolded any other way. You did well, and your actions haven't gone unrewarded. The key won't open the vault for another 200 years, but I'm sure Tannis will pay you quite the fortune for it. Now go. I'll be watching.
Due to the events of Borderlands 1, the Atlas Corporation's grasp on Pandora weakened, leading to Hyperion becoming the dominant overseeing corporation. Hyperion arrives on Pandora and begins constructing the Helios space station, orbiting Pandora's moon Elpis. A low-level Hyperion programmer put out a message looking for vault hunters to help find the vault on Elpis. But at the same time, the space station is ambushed by the Lost Legion, former Dahl Corporation soldiers that were abandoned when the company pulled out of Pandora due to the rise in banditry and the unstable conditions. The Vault Hunters arrive on the Helios space station in the middle of the ambush. Guided by a claptrap unit, they are successful in saving their employer, simply known as Jack. Jack works with the Vault Hunters to take back the station, but it's revealed defense signal jammers are coming from the surface of Elpis' moon. As Jack and his Vault Hunters try to figure out a way to the moon's surface, they're interrupted by the Lost Legion's commanding officer, Commander Zarpedon, and an unknown Guardian Protector. Zarpedon is clearly under the influence of some sort of alien force, and she's desperate to take the Helios station for some unknown reason. Jack is able to send his Vault Hunters to the moon's surface by shooting him through a Helios cannon, as all the transport ships were destroyed by the Lost Legion. On the moon, Jack's Vault Hunters make way to the moon city of Concordia. Jack's old co-worker runs the town, but he refuses to help out Jack. Jack's backup plan is to ask his ex-girlfriend Moxie for help. On the way, Jack notices two ex-Vault Hunters relaxing at the bar, Roland and Lilith. Jack tries to recruit them to fight off Dahl, but they say that they're retired and are on vacation together. With Moxie's help, the Vault Hunters are able to track down the jamming signal to an old Dahl station. Meanwhile, Commander Zarpedon has taken over the Helios station laser cannon. The Eye of Helios and is trying to destroy Elpis for an unknown reason. After taking out the relay, it's revealed the leader of Concordia was working for Zarpedon. Now that security functions are back to normal on Helios, Jack is able to teleport to the moon's surface. There, he joins his Vault Hunters to take out the Marif of Concordia.
I traced the signal that took down our systems on Helios. And guess what? It came from here. Your office.
Signal?
Signal.
She might be doing.
Where did she come from? And please, lie to me. I really want you to lie to me.
I don't know. What are you gonna do with me?
Nothing. I was just messing with you. Get the hell out of here. I've been thinking. There's a way back to Helios.
I surrender.
I was gonna let you live, dumb bastard! What is wrong with you?
Afterwards, Jack wants to take back Helios, but in order to do that, he's going to need a robot army. While Moxie finds a place to build the robots, Jack sends his Vault Hunters to find a military AI for his army. After exploring and investigating, Jack's Vault Hunters are led to an abandoned doll military ship, now taken over by a moon bandit named Bosun and his girlfriend, Skipper. But it's revealed that Skipper is being held hostage and forced to play along, so she guides the Vault Hunters on how to destroy the Bosun's defense, promising a military-grade AI as a reward. After defeating Bosun, it's revealed that Skipper is the ship's AI, reprogrammed by Bosun after he went mad with loneliness. Skipper says she's fine to be repurposed and put into another body, as she has too many horrible memories here. While Jack's Vault Hunters were after the AI, Moxie hired Lilith and Roland to help find a location to build his robot army. They were able to find a mostly abandoned doll robot factory. Skipper, now renamed Felicity, knows of the location and helps guide Jack's Vault Hunters to their destination. At the abandoned factory, Jack's Vault Hunters find a Hyperion R&D scientist being held captive. Before being captured, he was using the facility's resources to create a master bot that has the ability to digistruct an almost unlimited number of other bots. All it requires is to be put together and uploaded with the military-grade AI. But while the bot is being put together, Felicity begins to have second thoughts and is terrified by the idea of being trapped in a constructor bot forever. At the last moment, Felicity begs Jack to make a copy of her, as she doesn't want her memory wiped and to be stuck in a constructor. But making a copy will take days, time the moon doesn't have, as Zarpedon is blasting the moon, and the resulting explosion will take half of Pandora with it.
No, please!
Military stuff. Anything that can help us in a fight. Trash the rest. Felicity, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can feel myself dying. I can... There. Stop it.
After defeating Felicity Rampant and testing if the constructor bot works, Jack, his Vault Hunters, Lilith, and Roland meet up and prepare to take the fight to the Helios station. At the station, Zarpedon locks away the Eye of Helios. She confirms that she's planning to blow up the moon, claiming to save millions by sacrificing a few hundred. Without many options, Jack decides to have his Vault Hunters save the rest of the Hyperion R&D team. Maybe they will be able to hack into the station's defenses and open the way to the Eye. While saving the scientists, Jack wonders why Zarpedon still has control over the defenses. One of the scientists gives Jack many possible answers, but Jack focuses on the possibility that there is still a traitor on the station. After saving the R&D team, everyone regathers at Jack's office. Roland and Lilith just finished securing the other half of the Helios station. Jack thanks the scientists for clearing the way to the Eye of Helios. As the reward, he asks them to walk into the next room, where he'll ship them off the station in his personal escape pod. But it's revealed that Jack plans to shoot the R&D team out of the airlock, believing one of them may still be a traitor. Taking no chances, Jack coldly ejects them all into space.
For what it's worth, I am really sorry. Jack, do it!
Oh my god.
The time has now come to take back the eye. Jack asks Roland and Lilith to guard his office while his vault hunters clear the way. Lilith is clearly horrified by what she just saw, but Roland plays it off and accepts his order without question. While clearing through the bowels of the Helio station, Moxie contacts Jack and warns him that it's very likely Zarpedon rigged the station to blow if he disarms the eye. She offers her help to take it down without issue. Jack takes her help and sends her the blueprints. Moxie asks Roland and Lilith to head to the station's reactor, while Jack's vault hunters continue their way to the eye. Just outside of the eye's core room, Zarpedon faces Jack and his vault hunters once and for all.
Hold your fire. I'm not done with her yet.
Doesn't matter what happens today. Your fall is coming.
Yeah, cool. Where's the vault?
Hidden beneath a tangle of chemical filth. I've seen what lies inside it. You can't.
Wait. You've seen inside it? The vault's open?
You must turn back. The power within the vault would trigger a chain of events.
Ford. The vault's already open, huh? Cool. Now let's deal with that laser core.
After defeating the commander, Jack and his vault hunters head into the Eye of Helios' cannon to shut it down manually. When they arrive, it's revealed that the Eye of Helios is a literal eye. After the first vault opened on Pandora, Jack recovered the eye from the Iridian weapon locked inside a destroyer. He then attached it to his laser to increase its power tenfold. Roland and Lilith clearly recognize the eye, but Jack seems unaware of their history. Moxie then guides Jack on how to safely shut down and reset the eye, but the eye screams in pain as they do it. Jack feels like something's off. Moxie reassures him that it will all be fine.
Reboot sequence activated. Command controls reset. Rebooting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Shutdown aborted. Invalid energy configuration.
Oh, great. What now?
Jack, I'm sorry.
I'm not. Warning, singularity detected.
Whoa! What the hell?
Good job, everybody.
What's Moxie? What the hell are you doing?
Betraying you, trying to kill you. Two things I should have done a long time ago, you power-hungry psychopath.
What do you mean, Moxie? How did you even...
I've been watching you, Jack. And behind that smile, behind that hero complex, there's something wrong about you. If you come down from Helios alive, a lot of decent people will live to regret it.
No! Damn it, I trusted you, Moxie! Do you know what you've done? You've just killed us all!
Sugar.
Damn it! The eye! That was one of a kind! The things I could have done! Friggin' liars! Friggin' cowards! They're no better than bandits!
Afterwards, Jack sends his vault hunters to find the vault before Moxie and her friends do. He believes he knows the location from Zarpedon's description. He wants to use whatever he finds there against Roland, Lilith, and all those he deems as traitors. After clearing the way through an old doll excavation site, Us Legion, and Iridian Guardians, Jack's vault hunters make it to an underground Iridian structure. There, Lilith contacts Jack and gives him a chance to turn back, but he refuses and urges his vault hunters forward. While exploring the structure, Jack thinks that they're being followed, but he brushes it off as a glitch. Once they reach the center of the structure, the vault hunters are transported to a different location. Then, an Iridian weapon known as the Sentinel appears to guard their secrets.
bastard, wasn't he? Nicely done. Keep an eye out for that creepy red one. I don't want to get interrupted. Wait. What? That's it? That little thing. The hell did... Oh. I know. Oh my God! I get it! I understand! I understand everything!
Hey, handsome.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill them all. Oh, first, you're gonna find me a doctor. Then we're gonna wipe those bandit bastards off the face of Pandora. And then we're gonna wake the warrior.
The what?
It's gonna be so good. We're gonna scorch the freaking planet in fire. There's gonna be screaming. Bandits are gonna die left and right. I can't wait.
Mr. Tassiter? Mr. Tassiter, are you there?
Mr. Tassiter's been replaced, sweet cheeks. Starting today, you're working for me.
Who is... John, is that you?
Call me Jack, honey. Handsome Jack.
It's been 5 years since the opening of the first vault, unleashing a terrible monster that was defeated by certain individuals. Believing that there was no treasure in the vault to be had, they vanished into the wastelands. But they were wrong. The vault's opening triggered the growth of a new priceless alien element, iridium, emerging across all of Pandora, attracting the attention of the Hyperion Corporation and causing the events of Borderlands the Presequel 4 years ago. After the Presequel, Hyperion's leader brought order to the savage planet of Pandora and uncovered evidence of an even greater vault, vowing to find it and use its power to civilize the Borderlands once and for all. But he wasn't the only one looking for the vault. Adventurers and warriors came to Pandora in droves to uncover its hidden secrets. Our story begins with 4 vault hunters getting on a train to work for a man named Handsome Jack.
it's cute that y'all think you're the heroes of this little adventure, but you're not. Welcome to Pandora, kiddos.
You awaken to a claptrap unit looting the corpses of past dead vault hunters. He's surprised and excited to see you alive, exclaiming he can now escape this glacier. It seems as though Jack has been removing his competition for the vault by luring new vault hunters into this same trap. Claptrap escorts you out of the cold. On the way, he mentions now that he's met a mighty vault hunter, he can finally join the resistance in Sanctuary and take vengeance against Jack for wiping out his product line. You are also contacted by a mysterious woman who says she's here to help and that you survived for a reason. She explains that the time of the 4 past vault hunters has passed, thanks to handsome Jack. Pandora needs a new hero, and she believes that it's you. She asks you to stick close to Claptrap as he will help you get off this glacier and into the city of Sanctuary, the last bastion of resistance against Jack, and the only place you will be safe. She admits that she's an artificial intelligence and is networked to almost everything on the planet. As you follow Claptrap further, Jack contacts you and introduces himself. He also politely asks that you off yourself. He then announces to Pandora that he is offering $1 million to whoever kills you. He also reminds the planet that he's offering a reward for Roland, who now seems to be the leader of the Crimson Raiders. You eventually meet Sir Hammerlock, trapped in his home, surrounded by bandits. After saving him, he explains that he was trapped here after coming into the area to study the local wildlife. He's on his way to Sanctuary himself, and from what he hears, they could use another pair of hands like yourself. In order to get off this glacier, you need to take Claptrap's boat, but it was stolen by the local bandit lord Flint. After defeating Flint, you take his boat and make land just outside of Sanctuary. And with the mysterious woman's hacking abilities, you obtain a vehicle and head to Sanctuary to meet with Roland. But at the gate, you're denied entry until Roland contacts you and asks you for a favor. Currently, he is out on a mission, but one of his Crimson Raiders has gone missing and he needs someone to find him. Once you do that, you can join the resistance. Roland's man was attacked by bandits and had the power core he was carrying stolen. In his dying breath, he asks you to recover it, as without it, Sanctuary will be defenseless. The core powers the city's shields, and without them, Sanctuary is vulnerable to Jack's barrages from the Eye of Helios, Hyperion's base, stationed near Pandora's moon. Once you get the core back and re-energize the city's shields, you are let into the city proper. Unfortunately, Roland never returned from his reconnaissance mission and has gone missing. Your mysterious companion urges you to find and save Roland. Without him, the Crimson Raiders don't stand a chance against Jack. She suggests that you talk to the town's mechanic, Scooter. He reveals that if Roland ever goes missing, he was told to initiate Plan B, to power the engine in the center of town and convert Sanctuary into a flying fortress. But after helping Scooter power the machine, it fails to initiate. Scooter then suggests checking Roland's place for any clues. Inside his safe, you find a recording for him to meet someone called the Firehawk in Frostburn Canyon. When you arrive, the Firehawk's base is being assaulted by the Bloodshot Bandit gang, seeking revenge. Further in, you find the Firehawk's lair.
Sup?
Lilith explains that she is with the Raiders. While Roland focuses on Jack, she keeps the bandits busy as the Firehawk. You then help Lilith regain her strength by feeding her iridium. Ever since the first vault opened, the iridium around Pandora has strengthened her siren powers. She has no idea why, but she's taking advantage of it. She explains that the Bloodshot gang captured Roland and is most likely in their stronghold. After helping clear her base, she points you in the right direction while she heads back to Sanctuary. Outside of the Bloodshot stronghold, you're stopped by some perceptive bandits, unwilling to open the front gate for you. Scooter then makes a plan to sneak into their base by crafting a vehicle that looks like one of theirs. Scooter sends you to Ellie, his sister. There, she helps you craft your vehicle. With it, you successfully trick the gang members into opening the front gate. As you carve your way through the Bloodshot bandits, you learn that their leader is trying to sell Roland to Hyperion. Lilith fears that even if Hyperion turns down the deal, they'll come after him anyways.
Vault Hunter. Good to finally meet you in person. Hell of a job fighting through those bloodshots. This'll just take a second.
Once you find Roland, he is immediately kidnapped by a Hyperion constructor bot. You quickly give chase across the Bloodshot stronghold ramparts and save him from his captor. The mysterious woman is happy to hear the news and says the planet has been needing a hero just like you. Back at Sanctuary, Roland reveals what he learned about Jack and his plans while he was away. They've always assumed that Jack wanted to open the vault and use its power to wipe them out. But he isn't going to just open a vault, he is going to control it. The vault Jack is searching for isn't an alien prison or a cache of weapons, it's an ancient Iridian weapon called the Warrior, powerful enough to destroy all life on Pandora. Roland plans to beat Jack to his goal and turn the Warrior against him, but in order to do that he needs the vault key, which Jack has hidden away. But if anyone knows its location, it's his spy in the Tundra Express.
So loud. So angry. So dead.
From the intel Mordecai's gathered, he believes that the key is on board a Hyperion train that is speeding through the area. In order to hijack the train, Roland recommends the help of the local demolitionist expert, Tiny Tina. With her help, you successfully derail the train and head into the wreckage to find the key. But it's a trap. From underneath the wreckage stands Wilhelm, one of Jack's generals. Roland and Lilith tell you to run, as you don't stand a chance. But the mysterious woman tells you to stay, and believes you are strong enough to take down Wilhelm once and for all. After you defeat him, the mysterious woman tells you that Wilhelm dropped a power core. It's one of a kind. If you bring it to Roland, they may use it to charge up Sanctuary's shields forever. Throughout the adventure, Jack has been chiming in and taunting you, mentioning a little secret he's been holding. When you install the new power core to the city's shields, handsome Jack reveals that Angel works for him. The mysterious woman then takes control of Sanctuary's shields and shuts them down. Jack immediately begins to bombard the city from the Eye of Helios up above. While Jack taunts you, Lilith makes a plan to get everyone to safety. With your help, Scooter fixes the city's engines and gets it to fly in the air, while Lilith consumes a massive amount of iridium to use her power to warp Sanctuary to a safe location.
I'll see you on the other side, though, I promise. Hit it, Scooter!
Man, this is one of them moments! Catch a ride!
That's the best you got. A flying city? Look at your jumps. Possibly how that makes you think you've got a chance against me. A siren. Sup.
Afterwards, Angel contacts you and begs you to listen. She plans to explain everything once she guides you to Sanctuary's new location. On the way, Angel admits her crimes. 5 years ago, she tricked Roland and his friends into opening the vault, claiming it was to protect Pandora from a great evil, but it was a lie. In truth, Jack wanted to release the valuable iridium contained within. Angel knows you have no reason to trust her, but if you want to keep Jack from controlling the Warrior, you will need her help because the vault key is with her. As you travel, Jack continues to be frustrated by your inability to let the hero win. You eventually find Sanctuary's new location and help connect it back to the Echo fast travel network. While working on the network, Jack realizes Angel is no longer helping her. When you meet up with Roland, he is lost on what to do next, but Angel contacts him directly and reveals to him that she has the key. She explains that the key naturally charges over every 200 years, but instead of waiting, Jack is using Angel's power to charge the key with iridium. Find her, find the vault key. She is located in her AI control core atop 1,000 Cuts, but she is protected by 3 impassable security systems: a gate that vaporizes all unauthorized personnel, a bunker outfitted with Hyperion's most high-tech weaponry, and a door that will only open for Handsome Jack alone. She believes that this is your only chance to steal the vault key and stop Jack from controlling the warrior. Before she's disconnected, she asks that no matter what, do not let Lilith into her chambers. Lilith is concerned by Angel's last request, but plans to head in anyway, trap or not. Roland believes that if it was a trap, Angel would have made infiltrating her location sound a bit more possible. He then asks you to go to the Hyperion Preserve to meet with Mordecai. The gate to Angel only allows those with Hyperion authorization to enter. Roland believes that Claptrap may be the key to getting inside, but first he needs a software upgrade. Unfortunately, the upgrade data chip was being carried by Mordecai's pet and partner in crime, Bloodwing. She was captured during the assault on Sanctuary and brought to this location. You help Mordecai assault the Hyperion Wildlife Preserve. On the way, he explains that Jack built this place to experiment on all species of Pandora, exposing the animals to iridium slag to see its effects. After fighting your way through Hyperion bots and experimented animals, Jack lures you to the observation wing.
Want Bloodwing back, huh? Shame. I've been doing some really interesting iridium experiments with her. Hate to see her go, but heck with it. She's all yours. Oh my God. Just give it up, kiddo. Bloodwing's got all the elements at her disposal. Fire, electricity, corrosion, slag, and god damn, I forgot the last one. What the hell was that again? God damn it! Just weaken her and I'll hit her with a trank. I'm loading the trank dart. Tranquila, blood. This won't hurt, I promise. Okay, she's still alive. Get the microchip from her collar, and we can get her back to Sanctuary. Oh, now I remember. Explosive! No! That is why you don't screw with me. You and your little friend Mordecai turn yourselves in, or that dumbass bird is just the beginning. God damn it, Jack! I'm gonna kill you! You hear me?
You are successful in getting Claptrap's upgrade, but lost Bloodwing to Jack's insanity in the process. Next, Roland has an idea on how to get past the bunker. He sends you to meet with a bandit leader known as the Slab King, who owes him a favor. He was once a Crimson Raider, but had a falling out with Roland due to his extreme measures. You head to the Slab King's base and slaughter your way through his men, sending wave after wave of men at you, believing he's testing his new recruit. Once you're done with your initiation, the Slab King is revealed to be Brick, the last of the 4 original Vault Hunters. He's confident with his men's help, he can help you take out the bunker. Once you make it back to Sanctuary with Brick, Roland admits he has no idea how to pass the door that only opens for Jack. Angel then suddenly chimes in and says she doesn't have much time. She wants you to head to Jack's City of Opportunity. There, Angel tells you to hunt down one of Jack's body doubles. They carry a pocket watch that echoes his biosignature in every machine in the immediate area. She then uses recordings of Jack's voice from the surrounding kiosks to craft you a voice modulator that perfectly mimics his voice. Next, you meet with Roland and make plans to assault the core. He plans to reach the core by climbing the cliff face. Brick and his men will provide air support, while Lilith and Mordecai stay in Sanctuary in case this is another trap. You assault the front gate with Claptrap's help, passing through the Death Gate due to his status as a Hyperion robot and his software upgrade. Jack is caught off guard that you were able to pass through the gate and has no witty comeback, sounding slightly worried. You run through the base slaughtering a legion of Hyperion soldiers and robots, making your way to the bunker. As you get closer, Jack tries to provoke you, bragging on how he and Wilhelm beat Tannis for hours and stole the vault key from her broken fingers. But they let her live, because that is what heroes do. They show mercy. At the top of the bunker, you clear out all of the defensive turrets with Brick's help. But Jack has one last surprise for you. The bunker isn't a place, but a robot. Jack describes it as the greatest defense bot ever built, designed by himself. He then asks you to do him a favor and die, his usual joking and mocking tone completely absent. After the bunker is destroyed, the pathway to Angel is clear.
The password is, I love you.
That voice modulator had better work or this will all be for nothing.
I love you.
Access granted.
Consider this your final warning. No, consider this my final warning. Turn around and I promise I'll make it quick. But I swear, you take one more step, every soul back in Sanctuary will die staring at their own lungs as I rip them from their chests.
Iridium alone could never charge the vault key. It needs a catalyst, something to awaken its power. It needs a siren. Jack acquired his siren catalyst a long time ago. He kept her hidden from the world for years, but finally, you will be able to set her free. Executing phase shift. The key is here, but to truly stop Jack from waking the warrior, you cannot just steal the vault key. You must destroy his catalyst. You must destroy
me. Jack spent years pumping me full of iridium, using me to charge his key and manipulate his enemies. Destroying the iridium injectors that keep me alive will stop the key from charging, and it will end a lifetime of servitude.
You get the hell away from my door!
Jack pulls Angel away and activates the surrounding defenses. She tells you to try and destroy the iridium pumps feeding into her, but Jack summons all of his remaining forces to try and save his daughter. Things are looking grim until Roland arrives and helps bring down the pump's defenses. Jack screams at you, asking if this is how you bet its fight, attacking an innocent girl instead of him. Angel asks you not to listen. That's how Jack works. He will try to guilt you and try to make you think it's your fault. As you continue to destroy the pumps one by one, Jack speaks to you, saying you're endangering his baby girl and vowing that every friend, every child, every person you've ever passed on the street, he's going to kill them all. Jack then continues to plead with his daughter, calling her his sweetheart and saying everything she could ever want is in these four walls. Does she realize how much he's sacrificed for her? The bandits he's killed, the people he's manipulated, everything he's done was to protect her. Angel asks you to promise that you will kill Jack. You and Roland are about to be overwhelmed until Lilith arrives to help, ignoring Roland's order to stay in Sanctuary. Once Jack realizes he's about to lose, he looks at you and begs, please, don't kill his baby girl.
Got the shield down! Hit the injector!
It's done. It's finally done. Thank you, friend.
Angel, you can stop this. I'll still forgive you, baby.
Dad, I have to tell you something. You're an asshole.
Angel? No, Angel!
What kind of person would do this to their own daughter?
dead. Jack just lost his only way to awaken the warrior. We got the vault key, but this isn't over yet. We gotta find Jack and take him out. Lilith, take the vault key to Tannis. I'm going after Jack.
Son.
You bastard! I'm gonna...
Language. What's that saying? Don't pick a fight with a man with nothing left to lose. See, I'm gonna show you just how much you have to lose, and I got the most powerful siren on the planet to do it with. Lilith, kill the Vault Hunter. We've got a date to keep with the warrior. Do it, Lilith.
What happened? What the hell just happened? First Bloodwing, now this? Vault Hunter, find me a sanctuary. We gotta get Lilith back.
With the last of her strength, Lilith uses her phase shift to warp you away to safety. Jack has kidnapped Lilith to use her to finish charging the vault key, controlling her with an iridium collar. You head back to Sanctuary and meet with Mordecai. He's frustrated at the loss of Roland and Bloodwing, but he vows that Jack is not going to kill Lilith. Jack still needs time to charge the key, and he commands you to head to the Hyperion Info Stockade to steal information on where the warrior is buried. As you make your way, Jack announces to the people of Pandora that he is removing the bounty on you. If anyone were to kill that child-murdering son of a bitch, you will regret denying him his vengeance. With Mordecai and Brick's help, you navigate your way to the Hyperion Info Stockade, now built on top of the ruins of Firestone from Borderlands 1. Mordecai explains that all the data from the Hyperion network ends up archived here. While working your way inside, Jack contacts you, saying he knows you think he's a monster, believing he enslaved Angel, but you didn't witness what she did to her mother. He had to restrain her power. Lilith then cuts in sarcastically, saying that she's sure he had to exploit Angel for profit and power as well. She tells you not to listen. Jack killed Angel long before you pulled the plug. Angered by her response, Jack mentions how due to the iridium being pumped into Lilith, he describes in detail how he can stab her over and over, and she heals right back up. Once you make it to the top, Mordecai is able to deduce that the vault is located in an area called Heroes Pass. You meet with him back in Sanctuary and make preparations for the final battle. The way is locked, so he asks you to grab Claptrap to open the gate. He and Brick will meet you there. Mordecai exclaims, "Win or lose, we're going to finish this together. For Bloodwing, for Roland, for Pandora."
This is it, minion. Our vengeance is finally at hand. Let's tear this planet a new soul. Yeah! Hyperion's gonna regret ever setting foot on Pandora. Minion, I'm gonna get that door open so I can take care of that handsome bastard myself. You hear me, Jack? You killed my friends. You destroyed my product line. I am the last claptrap in existence, and I am going to teabag your corpse!
There's no stopping us now, minion! Together, we shall free Pandora!
I will lead you into battle! I will destroy Handsome Jack with my bare hands! I will... Stairs? No!
At Heroes Pass, you, Mordecai, and Brick fight your way to the vault's location inside an old active volcano. Jack describes that you and your kind are like a plague, saying you've corrupted Pandora with your greed and hatred. It has come down to him to save this planet. You head to the center of the volcano and face Jack once and for all.
Hey, you're right on time. Key's nearly ready. But before I cleanse this planet for good, I'm gonna avenge my daughter. That it? Huh?
No! The key's charged!
I'm not dying yet. You're too late, Bandit! I win! The greatest alien power Pandora has ever seen. And it's mine to control! And not at the hands of a filthy bandit! See, I could have saved this planet. See, I could have actually restored order. I wasn't supposed to die by the hands of a child-killing psychopath! You're a savage! You're a maniac! You are a bandit! And I am the goddamn hero!
This is the end, Vault Hunter. Either you kill Jack, or I'll kill him for you. What's it gonna be? That was for Roland, asshole. It's finally over. Good going, Vault Hunter. You are a badass. Now, just gotta get rid of that key. Wait a sec. Let me. You don't want to touch this thing right now, trust me.
Slow down, man. Nearly bought it back there. Hey, Lilith!
Where the hell were you guys 5 minutes ago? If it weren't for the Vault Hunter, we'd all be dead.
I think that's our way of saying we won.
I figured that.
If I never see this key again, it'll be too soon. It's been fun, you alien piece of shit.
What the? Vaults?
You know what that means.
Yeah. No rest for the wicked.
It's been 7 years since the death of Handsome Jack. Lilith is seen as a hero and savior across Pandora. We follow 4 Vault Hunters answering the Firehawk's call. She is recruiting a team to hunt down a map that leads to vaults hidden all over the galaxy. In the passing years, a bandit cult has risen on Pandora, calling themselves the Children of the Vault. They follow their new leaders with blind devotion, currently focused on finding that same map.
it's all said and done, we can't run. Oh, when it's all said and done, we don't run, we don't run, we don't. We down, 'cause ain't nothing too bad, ain't nothing too strong, ain't nothing too dangerous to get without. I made a deal with justice, I made a pact with fire, I made it all about honor, I put it on the line, 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 put it on the, I put it on the line, I put it on the line, I put it on the line, put it on the.
It's a beautiful day, full of opportunity. So, who's coming?
You're picked up by Marcus and taken to meet with Lilith Scout. At your stop, you meet with the General Claptrap of the Crimson Raiders. You and Claptrap are tasked by Lilith to take out a Children of the Vault propaganda center. By using himself as bait, Claptrap gets the bandits to open the front gate and capture him, while you make your way through and take out their leader, Shiv. After the bandit leader is handled, Claptrap sends out a signal to let Lilith know that the area has been secured.
What's up?
Lilith then formally inducts you into the Crimson Raiders and brings you up to speed. After the defeat of Handsome Jack, Lilith uncovered a map that led to vaults all over the Borderlands, but she had no idea how much attention it would attract, painting a large target on her and those around her. She was eventually attacked and the map lost in the resulting conflict. Since then, she's been on the hunt for it, but while seeking out the map, she didn't notice how much Pandora was changing. The roaming and divided bandit clans slowly stopped killing each other and eventually formed all under one banner, a cult, the Children of the Vault. Their leaders are known as the Calypso Twins, and they have convinced their followers that the map will lead them to something called the Great Vault, slaughtering anyone who gets in their way. Lilith explains that she uncovered a rumor that a bandit clan found an alien artifact in the desert, which is what led her to search this location. Further in, you find a recording meant for Shiv. It's revealed that the Sun Smasher clan has recovered the sacred vault map. While Lilith sets up camp and does some investigating into the Calypso Twins, she tasks you with finding the Sun Smasher War Chief. The War Chief's name is Vaughn. Years ago, he was integral to the events in Tales from the Borderlands. He even used to run with Lilith for a while, but now he lives the life of a bandit war chief, at least until his people found the vault map and took it to the Calypso Twins against his wishes, tying him up in the process. Back at Lilith's makeshift command center, Vaughn informs her that his ex-gang members are taking the alien artifact to the Holy Broadcast Center, a place where the twins host murder sermons to amp up their followers. Lilith recommends meeting with her mechanic Ellie to help secure a vehicle and make your way to the broadcast center. While you infiltrate the center, Tyreen, the sister Calypso twin, hosts a live stream to all of her followers over the air. She thanks the bandits for taking her and her brother in, even though they were never born bandits, and welcomes the Sun Smasher clans into her cult family. But after you defeat the live stream host, Mouthpiece, and collect the vault map, Tyreen contacts you via hologram. She reveals that the Sun Smashers denied a place in her family and instead wanted guns and weapons. So instead, she used her life-draining siren powers to turn them all into empty husks. She also explains that the vault map is currently broken and is fine with you taking it. She threatens that she will swing by and pick it up later, calling you her most loyal follower as her hologram dissipates. Back at base, you inform Vaughn that his Sun Smashers were wiped out by the Calypso twins. He's broken up by the news and vows a blood feud with Tyrene Calypso. You hand over the broken vault map to Lilith. This map is the same object that opened the past 2 vaults on Pandora. Lilith tries to charge it with her powers like in the past, but the object isn't responding. She suggests you seek out Patricia Tanis, as she is an expert in Iridian technology. You find Tanis at her dig site and hand over the vault key to be examined. While waiting for her to finish, her dig site is attacked by COV bandits. Once you and Lilith wipe out their forces, Tanis comes out of hiding. She was able to get the map partially working. It seems it sustained significant damage and some data is corrupted. She believes that Tyrene tried to charge the map herself, but with her power, she only drained it of energy further. From the data, only a single planet can be made out, Promethea, the location where Typhon de Leon, the first Vault Hunter, found the very first vault. Lilith asks you to meet her at the landing pad, where Ellie has been preparing a ship for your adventure. As you make your way, Tyrene contacts you. She's annoyed that you won't go away and claims that every vault on that map is her birthright, explaining that you don't understand a thing about the vaults or what they're for, but she does. At the landing pad, you're tasked to help Ellie gather fuel for the ship. While working, Tyrene contacts you again. She explains her and her brother were born in a cage. Their father told them it was for their own good, and that the rest of the universe is filled with bandits. When the two of them were finally free, she realized her father was right. Bandits as far as the eye can see. Human wreckage left from the corporate wars. But the twins gave the bandits purpose, a family. So they fight and die for them. The universe is theirs so long as they obey. After gathering the fuel, you take it all to Ellie, but at the same time, Lilith is ambushed by the Calypso twins.
Firehawk, just give me the map. No way. Go, let's do this!
Got it! Oh! This is gold!
You're a siren?
Yeah. Well, runs in the family.
I'm the siren. He's just a parasite. Literally, when we were born, our father had to cut him off me. Now I'm the only thing keeping him alive. What are you doing? I can leech the power from any living thing. Even you, Firehawk. Legendary Vault Hunter. Slayer of the Destroyer. Firehawk. So many titles. So little impact. Well, I've taken your powers. Might as well finish you off.
Tyrene!
Fine.
Man, you should have seen your face! You were like, oh, my powers! Ty, come on! We're live in 3, 2...
What is up, brothers and sisters? God Queen, Tyreen, coming to you live. We got something real special for you today. Your #1 most requested murder. It's the great heretic herself, the Firehawk. Well, look who got plucked. Smile. Let's give this Firehawk thing a try. Where my Redeem's dear followers at? Ha! Loving it! But that's not all. Our path to the Great Vault has been revealed. Next stop, Promethea! Don't forget to like, follow, and obey. Don't feel bad, Lil. All legends have to die. You had a good run. I guess? That's just something people say. I don't really believe it.
All right, let's get out of here. I want to see if Katagawa is good on his word. Leave the scraps to the dogs.
Bye-bye now. Thanks for the map. And your powers. I'll make sure to finish what you started. Later, Firehawk. Or whatever you are now.
You quickly rush to Lilith's aid and take out any ambushing bandits. Ellie urges you to get Lilith up on her feet and get to the ship before any more COV cult members arrive. On the ship, the crew meets to assess the situation. Lilith's tattoos and siren powers were stolen by Tyreen. Ellie is ready to chase her down and take them back. But Tannis wonders if they really can take on the Calypso twins in their current state. Lilith believes they are currently the only ones able to stop Tyreen. She may no longer be a siren, but she is still a Crimson Raider. The rest of the crew agree to follow her through thick and thin. In honor of the past, she names the ship Sanctuary before heading out to Promethea. Claptrap explains Promethea is the home of the Atlas Corporation and the most technologically advanced planet on this side of the galaxy. When you arrive, Lilith notices a Malawan Corporation fleet surrounding the planet. Clearly, your crew are not the only ones with their eye on Promethea. She wants you to head to an Atlas distress call on the planet. By getting in their good graces, they may reveal information on the vault's location, or at least not attack you while you search. On the planet's surface, you make it to the distress beacon and find Lorelei being attacked by bandits carrying Malawan weapons. It seems the Calypso twins are using Lilith's stolen power to teleport their cult members onto the battlefield, equipped by their new partner, Malawan. After helping her, you reveal that you're trying to beat the Calypsos to the vault. Lorelei doesn't know much, but if anyone does, it's the CEO of Atlas, Reese. She asks that you follow her so that she can introduce you. You help Lorelei liberate an Atlas base. From there, she connects to HQ. Reese is excited to hear that the Crimson Raiders are here to help, but his hopes are shattered when his reinforcements are in the single digits. He informs you that his agent is about to strike at Malawan's strategic gigamind. If they are after the vault, that's where the intel will be. His agent is revealed to be Zero, one of the 4 vault hunters that helped take down Handsome Jack and defeat his warrior. On the way to the Gigamind's location, Katagawa Jr., the head of Malawan's merger and acquisitions, contacts Zero. He tries his best to bribe Zero to come to his side. He also mentions that he heard about you from Tyreen. The two have joined forces. In exchange for Malawan tech, the Calypsos provided endless sacks of meat. Malawan will get Promethea and the twins the vault. Zero describes Katagawa Jr. as a douche and that he has a creepy obsession with the Atlas CEO Reese. After taking out the Gigamind, you take its brain back to Reese, making him commit to helping the Crimson Raiders open the vault before handing it over. Going over the data, Reese notices Malawan has been searching for fragments of the vault key as well. Their sources point to a planet named Athenas. Athenas is a planet ruled by the Order of the Impending Storm, a monastic sect dedicated to non-violence and studying sirens. Homeworld to Maya, the siren that helped bring down Jack's tyranny. Between Borderlands 2 and 3, Maya returned home and has become a protector to the monks of the planet. When Lilith reaches out to her, she's being attacked by Malawan soldiers.
She knows you're looking for the key and offers to take you to its location once you arrive. Maya explains that the key fragment is sealed inside an Iridian anchor hold. The whole monastery was built around it by monks who thought the fragment may be sacred. In order to open it, she's gonna need some iridium. She asks that you find her apprentice Ava and get her to help gather it. Ava is starstruck by your presence, gushing about the tales she's heard about vault hunters, and mentions she wants to be one too one day. With her help, you raid ancient tombs and clear out Maloan forces. After collecting the necessary iridium, Maya sends Ava away to guard the storerooms and lets you go in deeper to the monastery alone. Ava is clearly annoyed and is upset she's always sent to guard duty instead of joining the fight, but listens and bids you good luck. Maya thinks Ava's taken a shine to you. She explains that Ava was a stowaway on a merchant ship. There the two crossed paths after she stole Maya's ancient book. Once she caught her, she took pity on Ava and decided to train her as her apprentice, believing eventually, the way she was living, Ava was going to get herself killed, but maybe she can train her to survive. With Maya's help, you defeat the Maloan captain and make it to the anchor hold. There, Maya charges herself with the iridium and opens the gate. While collecting the key fragment, Maya tells Ava she's getting her wish and that they're leaving the planet with you and your crew, sending her away to pack her bags. She then reveals to you that the real reason she took in Ava was because she was going to be a siren one day, and she wants her to be prepared when it happens. Back on the sanctuary, Lilith and Maya catch up. Maya wonders how Maloan uncovered the existence of their key fragment, as it's been a secret for generations. Lilith isn't sure, but it seems the Calypso twins know more about the vaults than anyone, even Tanis. While talking, Reese calls the ship and begs for help from Lilith and her crew, as Maloan's Katagawa has mounted a laser on an asteroid and it's aimed at Atlas HQ, threatening to fire unless he surrenders. Zero also reports that the laser is being powered by a vault key fragment. Lilith needs no more reason and asks you to head out to help Reese. In order to stop Katagawa's weapon, Reese has you steal a Maloan ship and take it to the asteroid. As you carve through the enemy forces, Katagawa tries to force Reese to surrender by taking out his favorite bagel and yogurt stands. With Reese's help, you're able to navigate your way to the cannon's control center, where you face Katagawa's robotic creation and retrieve the vault key fragment. Back on the sanctuary, Reese thanks you for helping with the cannon and reveals that he has the third and final key fragment in his Atlas headquarters. He was hesitant to give it away, as a key fragment is worth billions, and the research benefits alone could keep Atlas profitable for decades. But he believes you've earned it. He asks you to come to his headquarters, and Zero will escort you to his location. But when you arrive, Reese notices Zero has gone missing. Shortly after, the headquarter air defenses are disabled, and the Maloan troops begin to breach the area. Reese begins to panic and tasks you with re-enabling the air defenses. As you make your way, Katagawa taunts Reese and says he was betrayed by Zero. Further in, you see the aftermath of a battle. Atlas soldiers sliced to pieces and a Zero painted on the wall with blood. You begin to see sudden sightings of Zero wearing a Maloan uniform. Soldiers scream over the radio, claiming Zero has betrayed him, but Reese continues to believe in his friend, even though all evidence point against him. With Reese's forces and his hacking ability, you successfully turn on the base's defenses and shoot down the Maloan command ship. Shortly after, Reese screams for help as Zero has arrived and is trying to kill him. On the way to Reese, Katagawa contacts you both and expresses how desperately he wanted Atlas and Reese to be a subsidiary of Maloan. He was sure Reese was special, as he respected how he brought the Atlas Corporation back from the dead. They could have been family and turned Maloan into a universal monopoly, but he denied his hand, and now that just makes him competition. You make it to Reese's location as he's about to be struck down by Maloan Zero. That is, until the real Zero intervenes and saves his life, revealing that the fake is Katagawa in disguise. You take this opportunity to deal with Katagawa once and for all. After defeating him, Zero thanks you for helping his bro, and he explains that he went radio silent to hunt down Katagawa. Reese tells his friend that it's okay, as he trusted him the whole time. He then hands you the vault key, thanking you for fighting off an all-out corporate assault and saving his company. Back on the sanctuary, Lilith asks Reese for the vault's location. He says it's underneath the middle of the city. He found the vault when he took over the company. The old Atlas apparently paved right over it, but he was personally reluctant to open it in a populated area, knowing how messy opening vaults gets. Maya offers to go alongside you and take point. Ava is excited as this will be her first vault opening, but her dreams are crushed as Maya makes her aware she's not coming along, believing she isn't ready yet. Together with Maya, you travel to the vault's location. The Calypsos are aware that Katagawa has fallen and have announced to all bandits on Promethea to come after you. It's then revealed that the COV has known of the vault's location since before you arrived on the planet, but Maya assures you that it's okay, as you are the ones with the key. After fighting your way through the cultists and some remnant Iridian guardians, you find the vault's location. Maya asks you to prepare, as the monster the Iridians sealed inside the vault has been sleeping for millennia. It will surely be hostile. Together with Maya, you take down the Rampager. As you two celebrate, you're surprised by Ava joining in. She followed the both of you, unwilling to miss out on the chance to see a vault. Maya's upset and scolds her apprentice for running headfirst into danger. Ava continues to disrespect her teacher, and Maya tells you to go inside the vault and loot whatever you want, and to take your time, as she needs to talk to her apprentice. Inside the vault, you're contacted by Tanis, claiming she's using a communication device based off of Lilith's powers. While looting the vault, Tanis realizes that the vault is linked to a second vault. The coordinates are leading to Eden 6, giving you and your crew their next destination. You then head back out to collect Ava and Maya.
Ava, I'm trying to keep you safe.
By just ditching me on the ship? You said I could be a vault hunter like you. You promised.
You will, when you're ready.
What's up, bitches? Ow, Troy, look what they left for us.
Thanks for doing all the hard work. Man, you vault thieves only think with your trigger fingers, huh?
Keep this up and I'll be a god for real.
We'll be gods.
That's what I said. Now, let me do my thing.
No! What are you doing?
Taking what's ours. See, the monsters don't protect the power of the vaults. They are the power of the vaults.
And now it's all mine.
Hey, save any for the parasite?
Gah.
We're leaving. Now.
We should be kicking their asses!
So who's the brat? You I get, but what's her deal?
She's no one. I'm your problem.
I'm gonna be a siren, and then I'm gonna mop the floor with assholes like you!
You're gonna... Is that how you think this works? Honey, you're not even gonna leave this place.
Put her down. That's what I thought.
Maya!
Ava, don't! Be ready.
No!
thought you could only take from me.
I guess it's
Any siren.
Come on. We got what we came for.
yeah, a lot more. But hey, if that siren thing ever works out for you.
You grab Ava and take her back to Sanctuary. The crew has been gathered after hearing the news, but Lilith is at a loss for words. Until Tannis tries her best to give her the strength to snap out of it. She simply says, Maya wasn't just a Crimson Raider or a Vault Hunter. She was family. In order to honor her memory, she refuses to lose sight of their mission to open the vaults. The crew silently accepts her words and head back to their stations. But Ava is furious that they are not hunting down the Calypso's first thing, blaming Lilith for Maya's death and disappointed that the Firehawk isn't who she thought she was. Ava storms off to her room and Lilith silently takes her berating and asks you to check in on her while she prepares the jump to Eden 6. Eden 6 is a swamp planet home to the Jacobs Corporation. Lilith tries to reach out to her friend Hammerlock, but is surprised when Wainwright Jacobs answers the call instead. He apologizes and informs her that the cultists have kidnapped Hammerlock and are now after him. Lilith asks you to meet up with Wainwright and find out what's going on. After helping Wainwright clear out the attacking bandits, he explains the situation. Eden 6's vault has been a secret for generations, fearing their paradise would be torn apart if word got out. Recently, the Calypso twins murdered Wainwright's father and captured his partner, Alistair Hammerlock, holding him as leverage until he gives up the vault key. Wainwright has already sent some mercenaries to break him out, but he hasn't had an update in a while. He promises if you save Alistair Hammerlock, he will give you the vault key. The mercenaries Wainwright hired are revealed to be Brick, Tina, and Mordecai. Together, you break through the jail's defenses and save Hammerlock. He reveals that his sister Aurelia was the one who turned him into the Calypsos. When heading back to Wainwright, you're contacted by Aurelia. She calls herself CEO of the Jacobs Corporation and offers to bribe you to leave her planet. It seems as though the Calypsos placed Aurelia in charge of Jacobs after they murdered Wainwright's father. Aurelia wants to meet with you at the Jacobs Manor to discuss your price, but Hammerlock is sure it is most likely a trap. Wainwright wants you to take her offer, as he plans to search the Jacobs Manor for the vault key while you keep her busy. But things don't go according to plan. Instead of Aurelia, it was Troy awaiting to spring the trap. He is about to finish you off using his new phase lock powers when Wainwright shoots and wounds him while he's distracted. Troy gives chase and Wainwright says he will give him a runaround while you search the manor for the vault key. After fighting off cultists and searching the manor, you find a record that should contain a clue to the vault key's location. While Wainwright fixes his record player, you help his man Clay set up the Jacob resistance against Aurelia, liberating the town of Reliance and saving their renowned gunsmith. Afterwards, Wainwright figures out that one of the key fragments should be located on his father's ship, which crashed in the jungle not so long after he passed away. When you arrive outside the ship's location, you're contacted by an odd-sounding voice, claiming to be the ship's navigator, Balix. He leads you to his location inside the stomach of a large dinosaur, his AI contained in a disgusting-looking pink plushie. For saving him, he offers to help you find the key. He explains that he had to make an emergency landing after he had a disagreement with the ship's combat pilot, Genevieve. She put his AI in the stuffed animal and ejected him from the ship, removing his privileges. As you and Balix navigate your way to the key's location, Genevieve reveals that Aurelia has contacted her and promised to install her inside of a Dreadnought-class ship if she were to bring her the vault key. Having no other option, you install Balix inside of a battle mech and together face off against Genevieve. Afterwards, you take the vault key fragment to Tannis on Sanctuary, but somehow Genevieve followed and infected the ship, taking over its controls and driving it into an asteroid field. In order to save the ship, Balix asks you to install him directly. The two of them battle over the control of Sanctuary, but Balix is successful and ejects Genevieve into a hard drive. Afterwards, he navigates you back to Eden 6 and deems himself the ship's new navigator. Next, you help Clay track down his undercover agents in the cult. It looks like they found the location of another fragment, but when you find their base, many of them were brutally murdered. Together, you track down who's responsible, and it's revealed that their leader, Archimedes, sold them out after Aurelia made an offer he couldn't refuse. You find and take out Archimedes and recover the key fragment he stole. Clay mentions that he could use someone like you in his gang, and explains that Aurelia came to him with an offer as well. But Montgomery Jacobs was the closest thing he had to a father. The Calypsos murdered him, and Aurelia helped. Whenever you're ready to make a move on her, let him know. With one more fragment left, Tannis lets you know she will meet you at the vault once you find it. She has a plan to keep Tyreen from feeding on the vault monster once you defeat it. Lilith doesn't like this plan, but Tannis insists and says it has to be her. Ava butts in and yells at Lilith that it's Tannis' choice, that they have to do something or the Calypsos get exactly what they want. Lilith understands and lets Tannis make the call. Tannis thanks her and turns to Ava. She can somewhat understand what Ava's going through, but she makes one thing very clear. Troy Calypso killed Maya, not Lilith. This may not be the family she signed up for, but it's the one she has. Ava is cut off by Tannis' lecture and storms out of the room. Lilith has faith that Ava will figure things out. You then meet with Wainwright to discuss the final fragment. It's located at the Jacobs powder cellar. He thinks his father hid the fragment inside a barrel before he was murdered. While you infiltrate the cellar and get the key, he and Hammerlock will sneak in past Aurelia's guard in the front. On the way, Hammerlock contacts you. He can't excuse what his sister's done to Wainwright and the people of Eden 6, but she is still his sister. He hopes to speak to her and convince her to surrender. He only asks to be given the chance before you confront her. At the Jacobs powder cellar, you retrieve the final key fragment after Wainwright and Hammerlock solve the final puzzle. But before they can make their escape, Aurelia holds them at gunpoint.
Aurelia, as your brother, I implore you to stop this.
Step aside, Alistair, while I trim the last loose end of the Jacobs line.
If you want to kill Wainwright, then you will have to.
Yes, I know.
After defeating Aurelia, you confirm that Wainwright and Hammerlock are okay. Hammerlock thanks you for giving Aurelia every chance she had, and for humoring her blinded fool of a brother. The two then head back to recover, but reveal the vault's location before leaving. And at the vault, you face off against its prisoner, the Grave Ward. After the Grave Ward is defeated, Tannis is able to drain the monster of its power. Afterwards, she analyzes the vault and the surrounding Iridian technology. She confirms that the vault is indeed connected to the one on Promethea and Pandora, but she can tell that there's one more. Before the two of you can head back to the sanctuary, Troy phase locks Tannis from afar, and Tyreen uses her warping ability to teleport her away, kidnapping her. Back on the sanctuary, the Calypsos contact the ship to gloat. Tyreen mentions that they are very close to opening the Great Vault, but the key to it is enormous and requires a massive amount of iridium to charge it, so they're gonna sacrifice Tannis to their followers to spur up donations. Lilith refuses to let this happen, and she asks you to find Vaughn located at an old Crimson Raider outpost, Roland's Rest. He's been monitoring the cult's movements since you left Pandora. He points you to the Carnivora Murder Festival, where the cult plans to sacrifice Tannis for their amusement. You rip and tear your way through hordes of Children of the Vault cultists and make it to Tannis' location and face off against their creation, the Agonizer 9000.
Destroy that core! Trust me!
This isn't over. Terror! Hit them directly with the Iridium.
After saving Tannis, she explains that she's a siren as well. Sometime after the events of Borderlands 2, Angel's phase shift powers passed on to her. She had intended to keep this a secret until she was forced to use her powers in front of everyone. Back on the Sanctuary, Lilith admits she knew about Tannis' abilities this whole time, but being a siren puts a target on your back, so she kept it a secret from everyone as well. Tannis then changes the subject to the matter at hand. While captured, the Calypsos gathered a massive amount of iridium. If the Great Vault does exist, it must contain a creature of incredible power. Lilith asks you to meet with Vaughn at Roland's Rest and rally the rest of the Crimson Raiders, but the way to the Calypso stronghold is lined with defensive turrets, stopping the way. But with Tannis' iridium amplifier that she asks you to secure from her lab, she should be able to take down their defenses. On the Sanctuary, as you begin to discuss your plan, the Calypsos call in again and ask you to look out the window. From Pandora wrecks a large purple beam. They reveal that Pandora's moon Elpis is the key to the Great Vault. Originally, Tyreen was planning to leech enough vault monsters to charge it herself, but after accidentally taking Maya's powers, they discovered that Troy should be able to charge it himself with iridium. Once it's fully charged, Tyreen will drain the monster inside and make them both gods. Tannis believes that the only way to stop Troy is to cut off his iridium supply. So Lilith tasks you with leading the charge on the Calypso's base of operations. Back at Roland's Rest, Tannis charges herself with the iridium amplifier and flies off to handle the turrets. With the Crimson Raiders, the Atlas Corporation, and Jacobs Corporation, you lead the assault on the Cathedral of the Twin Gods. There, you slaughter your way to Troy's iridium supply and cut him off from it. But as you get closer to his location, Troy is still charging the moon. Lilith wonders where he's getting all this power, but it's made obvious by Tannis that he's draining his sister to finish off their plan. You make your way to the base of the vault and face off against Troy Calypso.
Keep going! Viewership's through the roof.
Troy, I can't handle this much longer!
Don't you dare quit on me now! Elvis is charged! You lost! Fail! Can't be happening. Ty. We were so close.
Are they dead?
Those powers never truly belonged to Troy. And now it seems they have found their rightful owner.
Maya had a plan all along. Those suit you, Ava.
But what about you?
It's over. That's what matters.
Yeah. Wow, look.
Beautiful. Terrifying, but beautiful nonetheless.
Here, Ava. You take it. Well, where do you want to go?
What the hell?
You did it, Troy. Now let's finish this together. Do you feel that? There's a god waking up beneath our feet. And we just took off its chains. Soon the destroyer will be free. Once I leech it, I'll be the only star left in the sky. And we are live! Well, not them. They're super dead. Oh, you thought you were gonna win. Maybe next time, superfans. Or not. That's just something people say. Game over, bitches!
Actually worked! You catch on quick. Good save.
What's happening?
The Great Vault is opening. Pandora. Pandora is the Great Vault.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? What have you done? The universe is doomed!
The voice on the communicator reveals himself to be Typhon de Leon, the first Vault Hunter. He simply explains that you must get to Necrodefeo immediately before the Great Vault fully opens. Back on the Sanctuary, Tannis explains that Typhon de Leon disappeared on his expedition to the Iridian homeworld decades ago. She thought the planet itself was a myth, but it seems like he found it after all. If he knows something about the Great Vault and how to save Pandora, they must find him. By finding its location on an old Iridian slab, you set course to the Iridian homeworld, Necrodefeo. When you arrive, it's revealed that Malawan has been here for some length of time now as well, but you're not sure how. On the way to Typhon's location, Tannis explains that Typhon is the reason she wanted to become an Iridian researcher. If anyone knows how to save the universe, it's him. She wonders how the Calypsos knew about the Destroyer being imprisoned inside of Pandora, as they thought it was dead after the opening of the first vault on Pandora. But it seemed to only be a small fragment of a larger monster held within the planet. Tyreen planning to kill it and drain it of its power, finishing what Lilith once started, as she once mentioned. You find Typhon de Leon at his base of operations preparing for the fight ahead. He says he has something to show you. He explains that a long time ago, the Iridians sealed an interdimensional monstrosity called the Destroyer inside of Pandora, sacrificing their whole civilization to lock it away. The Iridians were prudent though, and even left the ability to reseal the Destroyer again behind, just in case someone were foolish enough to release it. Typhon calls it the Machine, but it requires 4 vault keys to get inside, 3 of which you already have in your possession. The 4th he has hidden somewhere nearby, the planet's vault. On the way to its location, Typhon explains he crash landed on the planet decades ago and says it's nice to talk to people again as it's been a few years since the last time he did. The others ask how he even found Necrodefeo. He says that it actually was his wife, Lita, who figured out the planet's location. After the two got married on Pandora, they left to find it and ended up crash landing. Further in, he reminisces on how he used to have one big happy family. But after Lita passed away, he had to raise his kids alone. Lilith is surprised that the couple had kids, and he continues to reminisce on how his boy was sick all the time, and his daughter talked circles around him. The only time they ever listened was when he told them stories about his adventures, even telling them about the Great Vault. As you get closer to the key, Tyreen finally contacts you. She congratulates you on finding Necrodefeo and says that the only thing left on that planet is dust and demons. She brags on how she's gonna consume the destroyer and become a god, then asks her father if he's proud of her. Typhon is at a loss for words and simply calls her Starlight. Tyreen reveals the truth, that it was her father, Typhon de Leon, that taught her everything she needed to know to take apart this galaxy piece by piece. And lastly, she tells her father that Troy is dead and his new friends killed him. The both of you eventually find some time to talk. Typhon explains that he knows what's been going on outside of this planet, that his kids have become monsters, and Vault Hunters kill monsters. He isn't happy Troy is dead, but at least he can't hurt anyone anymore. He wanted to tell you the truth, but he couldn't find the words. How his kids ended up is on him. He might have doomed the whole universe, but he can't let that be how his story ends. After their mother died, he was afraid he would lose his children, so he kept them here, believing that this planet would be enough, the reward at the end of his journey. But to them, it was just their cage. You reach the key's location, stashed away above Lita's grave. He understands that what comes next won't be easy, but he has to fix things for the memory of his wife. He thanks you for everything you've done and asks you to prepare to enter the machine. You take the key back to Sanctuary to have it charged by Ava and Tanis. Lilith recommends Tanis go along with you, as who else would be capable of operating the Iridian machine. You both meet Typhon outside of the machine and insert the final key, opening the way. Tanis mentions she now knows why there was a connection between the vaults. The vaults on Eden 6 and Promethea were acting as a sort of power source for this planet-sized machine. And as you get near the controls, Tanis begins to glow. She speculates that maybe Sirens had some hand in constructing the machine. Tanis then begins the process of turning on the machine. She's able to summarize that in order to fully turn it on, it requires the rest of the vault keys to be placed at the respective statue inside of the large structure up ahead. Once in place, the machine will siphon energy from the vaults and close Pandora. With Typhon, you navigate through the structure, fighting Iridian Guardian remnants and Tyreen's cultists, placing the keys down one by one. After the final keys in place, Tanis asks you to head to her location and tells Lilith that she should come see this as well. They're awestruck by the sight, but have no idea why the machine isn't closing Pandora still. Lilith suggests Tanis use her siren powers on it, and once she does, she understands what to do. Energy flows through her, and Pandora begins to close. But in a last-ditch effort, Tyreen sends her forces to try and stop her. As you fight, Tyreen reminisces on how her and Troy used to stare up at the stars in the night sky, dreaming to shine like them. So they left their home behind and went to Pandora to become Vault Hunters. They would open the vaults of vaults and become the biggest stars in the galaxy. But she feels her dreams were so small then, not befitting of a god. Now, she will devour every last star in the universe until she is the only one shining. Typhon begs his daughter to stop, as this won't end how she thinks it will.
Hang on, Ava! Oh, this for me? done this before, Lil? I'm over it.
Hiya, Starlight.
Let me go!
Ah! I let you go once, and see how that turned out?
You scared old man! This is your fault! You kept us here when the universe should have been ours!
I gave you what I could.
I don't care! I'm gonna take what's mine! Ah!
I'm sorry, Starlight.
Typhon.
You gotta stop her. It's too late for me. Just promise me something. Don't be the last Vault Hunters.
We won't.
The legendary Typhon de Leon perished at the hands of his daughter. Lilith says that Typhon bought them their lives, but they're out of last chances. Tannis has an idea. She may have a shortcut to Tyrene's location. With this machine's connection to Pandora, Tannis is able to use it to form a portal. Before entering it, Lilith has some final words for you. She expresses that they would have been dead 1,000 times over if it weren't for you. This experience has taught her that a leader needs to know when to stand aside and let a soldier do their job. She asks if you're prepared and says this ends on Pandora, one way or another.
We're counting on you, Killer. The Destroyer is ripping the planet apart. You have to stop Tyrene. Pandora's always been a hellhole, but it's our hellhole, damn it. Even if Tyrene is stopped, Elpis is far too close to Pandora. The Great Vault will continue to open. Let's worry about that when Tyrene is dead. One apocalypse at a time.
We're in orbit, VH. I got eyes on your fine ass from Sanctuary. Pandora's tearing itself a new one, but I ain't letting you fight that mega devil bitch alone.
Finally. Don't expect mercy, superfan. I'm not that kind of god.
This is it, Killer. Show her the gods can bleed.
Coursing through my veins. It's over.
Not entirely. Great Vault is still opening. Elpis is tearing Pandora apart.
How do we stop it?
Very simple. We can't. Not unless you know a way to remove the moon from the sky.
Run towards the fire. Sanctuary's yours, Ava. Be ready.
she's doing?
Closing the Great Vault. She's saving Pandora.
That could kill